both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Alabama's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. From the gun, running back gets to give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Give to the running back.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Lamb. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's
got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Alabama pushing the tempo. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Back to pass. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas State.
Makes the grab.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Unleashes one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, and and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buying some time. It's complete on the right side. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the handoff. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Nice move there. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he's going to bring it out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time on target. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
The play-action fake. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Alabama quickly back to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
It would have been a 45-yard field goal attempt from here, but they'll go for it instead. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This would have been about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They'll pass on that and go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll move the wide receiver. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Looking for the end zone. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Alabama pushing the tempo. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
To the air on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just going to spike it here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that said, Let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do.
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Quick completion to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quickly to the tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Snags it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And that one will give them the lead.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 16 over Rutgers. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. The give to the tailback. Got room at the 35. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. He'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for it.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Really good coverage by this defense. It's hard to play that slant route. These big bodies, wide receivers that are coming in, it's a timing throw with the quarterback, but nice job getting his hands on the receiver, making it hard for him to catch it and batting the football down.
The hand to the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. A quick pass to the left.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as well.
Breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Trying to set up the screen. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. No huddle here for the offense.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Hold and fire complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Using the quick game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Fights off the defender. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The RPO, it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Keeps it on the bootleg. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they're trailing in this game late, and the defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch him off guard.
He lobs one high down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. It's on target and complete. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on.